Yes, I know I said I was not going to spell out the themes in each of the playlists because of the whole encouraging independent thinking thing, but as an experiment, I wanted to see if I could discuss some of these themes, tie some ideas together, while keeping it open-ended enough for my students to find their own conclusions. So, we're talking about the Big Bang playlist, and let's start with the obvious. The playlist is about the need to start strong. There is nothing that inspires progress in production work better than production. Making lots right away is the best defense against self-sabotage. Playlist also hints um, at the impulse, the importance of creation as a meta-narrative, a theme that is both about a story about the world outside, but also about the process of the artwork itself. This is a little aside about that famous Escher drawing that we just saw on the previous page, which has been turned into countless posters. I had one in my college dorm room. What I like about these variations is what it says about culture, about the theme of the churning and recycling of every cultural idea being used and reused. And I really enjoy how um, and when you do a simple image search, how you can see that process right there in front of you. Now that I think about it, that really strongly connects with the Robert Pinsky poem, "The Figured Wheel," that was one of the recommended readings on the Big Bang playlist. The two artists I picked for this playlist, Julie Mehertu and Tsai Kuo-chang, are really different from each other in just about every way. Um, but one of the comparisons that I was thinking about between these two artists were the similarities and differences between their studio process, specifically how they work through others, through assistants and or volunteers. And I think the way that they do that is both telling, because it's both quite different, but there are also some strong similarities. And I think there are things that students can learn from really thinking about that comparison. Lastly, I think the Stephen Hawking video had something really important to say about perfection that could be applied to the creative studio. The ideal of perfection is often the death of production and of development. When I was an undergrad, I had a drawing professor named Dawn Guernsey. She was a fantastic teacher, but she was often highly unorthodox. I remember one time we were starting a drawing, and for this is the first time we were using good quality 100% rag paper. Um, and before any of us started, she held up one of the pieces of paper and she announced to the whole class, said, "In your hands, you're holding a sheet of Arch's cover. It's individually handmade and perfect in almost every way. Anything you do to it is going to mess it up. So you might as well start, make a mess, and have fun." And I think that a lot of people hearing that story feel like that's terrifying, but it was really quite a relief to know that we're starting with a mistake and then going from there. So you might want to rewatch that Stephen Hawking clip and think about it as a metaphor for your own ability to create. And so I want to emphasize once again, the importance of starting strong, start with a bang, and end with a bang. So thanks. Bye.